Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So, I've slightly moved. Not far, literally like a couple centimeters that way. So, today I thought that I would talk about why I think people end up not sticking to their goals and how you can stick to your goals. So, if you think you'd be interested, keep watching. If not, why did you click on this video? Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the video. Yeah, let's get into the video. So I think the two main reasons people fall off of goals is lack of preparation and lack of motivation. They are my two things that I think really affect how well goals are. So we'll talk about preparation first. So I think SMART goals are the way forward. Everyone will tell you about SMART goals. So it's like an acronym, I believe it's the right word. So it's specific, measurable, achievable, realistic and timed, I believe. They're like the key aspects that any goal should have. I think if you put those into a goal, they are much more likely to actually achieve it. Then, for instance, if my goal for the year was be better at German, that could literally mean like one more word. Whereas if I was to say, in the next year, I would like to finish my German book. That's way more specific. I've picked a book, it's quite a specific one. I've given her a time, a whole year. I think it's achievable, a whole year to read one book. Measurable, if I've read the whole book, then it's measured. And realistic, I don't quite understand the difference between the achievable and the realistic part. Because if something is realistic, then it's achievable, and something's achievable is realistic in my mind. But yeah, so I don't quite know how to get around that bit, but yeah. Make SMART goals. I think your goals shouldn't be, as I just said, one big one for the year. I think that's a great way to fail, because if I set a massive goal for the year and I start to slip a little in January, by February I'm going to say I can't complete this goal anymore and I'll give up. I think you should set yourself either like weekly, monthly, quarterly and then yearly goals. I think that's the way. Benny Lewis, he's a language learner, that's how he says you should set your goals. Make one big goal and then set them down as like quarterly goals, and then of those quarterly goals you should have monthly ones, then you should have weekly ones, and then you should have like daily things that you're stuck on. That should be what you're specifically looking at. I have gone for monthly goals. I think that's more achievable for me. So I've said, for instance, in January I would like to, what is it? I can't think of any of my goals off the top of my head. My book's here. Okay, so like my goal for January for German is to listen to German podcasts in my car 2 days a week, which I think is quite realistic, because, let me put this back. I think that's a pretty realistic goal. I'm not saying I'm going to listen to my podcast every day, because I know that I can't do that. My brain just doesn't like it. I've not said, something outrageous, as I said. I've not said something too small. I think that's a perfect amount of time. Twice a week, listen to German podcasts in my car. Pretty simple, pretty specific, even pretty specific. It's measurable if you do it twice a week. It has a time for this month. Yeah, make sure they're small, SMART goals. Another one, and I think this is one that I think it can be a good thing and a bad thing. If you need items for your goal, for instance, if you was to take up tennis, you would need a tennis racket and tennis balls, and you might need tennis shoes. For obvious reasons, there's some of those things that you need more than others. You're going to need a tennis racket and tennis balls. You probably don't need tennis shoes right away. So get the things that you really need, tennis racket, tennis balls, and then if you stick to your goal, in a couple of months' time, maybe buy yourself new tennis shoes, maybe buy yourself new tennis clothes, maybe buy tickets to go see the tennis. You know, you should have all the things you actually need to start your hobby, goal, whatever you want to call it, and then reward yourself with extras. Like everyone says, if you want to start a YouTube channel, if you watch any videos, they say smartphones now are so good that you don't need a camera to make one. All you do is you start on your phone, and then if you actually like it, if you actually can start getting followers, then buy a camera, because there's no point wasting your money on a ludicrously expensive camera to find out you don't like it, nobody watches it, you couldn't care, you got bored within 2 months. So yeah, get yourself the things you need, buy the things that you want to improve your performance, so to say, later on. Okay, so that was my preparation one. I think if you aren't prepared, then your goals aren't going to go anywhere, are they? That's like saying, I'm going to go running, but I don't have running shoes. Then you're not going running, are you? Well, you could run in normal shoes, but yeah. The second point I said was motivation. I don't think it's so much motivation, it's willpower. But motivation kind of sounds better, doesn't it? So I think when you start a hobby or a goal, you're quite motivated. You are very much up for it. You want to start working out. You've signed up for the gym. You can't wait to go. The problem is not motivation. The problem is willpower to continue to go. To continue on getting up early and going to the gym, even though you hate it every time. That's the issue. Here are my... so I have 4 tips of what I think are ways to help with willpower. First one being, don't change your current habits. If you have to wake up an hour earlier to go to the gym, chances are you'll do that for a week and you'll stop. Don't change your routine, add it in. For instance, I drive home every day, and every day I put on the radio and I complain that I don't like the radio because there's always stuff that I don't like. So instead of putting the radio on and listening to something I don't want to listen to, I can put on a German podcast and listen to something that is educating me. See how it works? You're not actually changing anything. I'm still driving home. I'm just hopefully making the drive home A, less annoying because I'm going to be annoyed with all the songs that I don't like. B, more productive because I'm learning the language. I think a really good thing that could also come into preparation really is find your why. Why do you want to do your goal? Why do you want to start running? Maybe you want to lose weight, maybe you have a wedding coming up, maybe like me you just, that can't be my why, I just want to learn language. My why is because I've always liked German culture, so I want to know more about Germany, hopefully one day travel it. Yes, so that is my why. You should have quite a specific why you're doing something to motivate you when you are feeling... What was the word I was just using? I don't know. To motivate you when you're not so up for doing your task. Because it's going to get hard. Tasks tend to get hard and then we fall off the bandwagon. Keep your why. Put it somewhere that you can always see it. Maybe on your fridge. I have a screen on my phone that says don't limit your challenges, challenge your limits. You probably can't see that. And I was trying to stand-up paddleboard in the summer, so the photo in the background is someone on a stand-up paddleboard. Yeah. I think that's helpful because I always look around and I was like, oh, I wish I could stand-up paddleboarding again. But I can't because it's winter. I probably could, but I don't want to go in the winter. Okay. This is a goal. This is a technique for keeping not so much motivated, for making you do something that I find effective. And I didn't realise it was actually a technique, it was just something that I always did. I've mentioned it before, I'll stop blabbering, it's the 3-2-1 method. So basically when you're just sitting somewhere and you think like, oh, I should really be doing something, you count 3, 2, 1, and when you get to 1, you just have to get up and do it. I don't know why I find that this works so well, but it does. I always do it in the morning. Like when I don't want to get out of bed, I'm like, okay, 3, 2, 1, and I get out of bed. There's something about counting down that tends to help. Ooh, this is my favourite one. Keeping a track of what you're doing. So it might just be every day that you say like what you've done, or like every week, wherever you say that you've done this, that and that, and then at the end of the month you can say like, oh, actually, now that I think about it, I've improved so much from the start of the week to the end, start of the week, the start of the month to the end of the month. It is crazy how much you can do. You don't realise you're doing it until you look back. This is why people have before and after photos, because you don't realise you've lost so much weight, and then you look and you're like, look how slim I've got. Yeah, so that is another one that I think is important. I think that's useful in everything as well. You don't have to just track your weight. I'm tracking like where I was at the start of the year compared to where I'm going to be hopefully at the end of the year. Yeah, that's it. I feel like this was a short one. So I think those are the two aspects that are really bad, and they are ways that you can hopefully increase your productivity and keep up with your goals. I've seen a crazy statistic, like something loopy, like 80% of people had already given up on their goal by the 2nd of January. That's ludicrous, isn't it? That's how quickly motivation plummets, or your lack of preparation stops you doing things. So I know this is going to go up, I believe, on the 2nd. So if you're watching this on the 2nd and you've given up on your goal, don't get back into it. This is me reminding you to continue on with your goal. Yeah. That's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that you like and subscribe. And if you do want to see more, then let me know. Tell me what you'd like to see, because I love to know what you guys want. Because what's the point of me putting up videos for nobody to watch? Yes, speak to you guys next week. Bye.